All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Hope everyone is doing good. Let me start. All right. So we are looking at the gold right now. Let's see what we can get today, and let's analyze it from the daily and weekly. On weekly, we are pretty much bullish. The bullish on the current weekly candle, which is like it can be rejecting at this area, but right now it's just breaking the high of the previous low bearish momentum candle, which is very a good sign for the buyers to get in. And for the daily as well, look, we are breaking above all the highs of this range, right? So this is also a good sign that if we today we close above this area, then definitely it's going to be a very high probability for price to continue pushing bullish, right? So let's go on the 4 hour. Let's go on the 4 hour. Yeah, I mean the 4 hour is also pretty bullish. If the current 4 hour candle, makes a wick downside and then continues pushing up, breaks its own high, then definitely it's gonna be up. 1 hour. 1 hour is looks like we have a rejection now at this point. All right, we have a rejection at the 4607, and let's go on 30 minute. Now the 30 minute is very interesting that if we break the high of the previous candle, uh, which doesn't have any wick downside, so let's we it is pretty sure that we have created support right here. Okay, so let's go on the 15 minute. Let's see what's going on now on 15-minute time frame that we were talking about. Our support zone is being modified at this point. Okay, our current support is being modified at this point. Now what I'm just looking at is, alright, so we have a lot of leggy areas, not a very good confirmation on the 15-minute. So now the problem is, if we can get enter after 30-minute breaks the high of the previous candle, so we can have like almost 300 pips in the range, clean traffic from the left hand side. So will that be a high probability for price to continue pushing bullish, even though the 30-minute, the previous 30-minute candle doesn't have any wick downside, and also on the 15-minute time frame we have a baggy ranges and this is a problem of rejection at 45.69. All right, so let's see. I will trust the 30-minute here. If we break above this area, I'm gonna take a buy. Stop loss would be The current 30-minute candle's low, which is like 100 pips, is that's crazy. And our the take profit would be somewhere around, yeah, somewhere around here, 300 pips. We'll see. We'll manage the risks if needed. All right. Let's take a look on the oil. What's oil is doing right now? Oil at this point is pretty much bullish, and it's just on the $100 per barrel. So I'm still waiting and holding these trades on this. Uh, Holding a very good trend here. Alright, so 30-minute closed without breaking the high of the previous candle's wick. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna wait for the 30-minute to do something. What if closed like a rejection? If that candle closed like a rejection, very high probability for price to continue pushing bearish, because then we have a very good uh, range in here, almost like 400 pips. Then this won't be a problem because with the volume, and pre-London is here. Let's see. See, the candles are closing with low wick and low probability bullish momentum, so that shows that it's going to be uh, the lower volume from the bullish side. 1 hour, can we take the risk on the 1 hour? The current 1 hour candle breaks the high, then I don't know. On 1 hour it looks cleaner. The problem is on the 30 minute we have closed with low probability bullish candles, and on the 15 minute we have all of these candles have closed like the low probability bullish candles. So I don't know if we would take the risk on the 1 hour or 30 minute if that still breaks the high of the previous candle. So there might be a chance for our price to continue pushing up. Let's see. Let's see if we can take a buy. Reduce the risk here. If we could take the buy, a break of 4569 7800, range B, risking for 120 pips, and the stop loss for the 60 pips. I don't know, let's see. Let's see if that goes well. I'm just waiting price to, show me some confirmations for the volume of the pre-London. That goes well, I'm gonna take a buy and ignore the previous the low probability period. Yeah, we are in the bullish mode. We are into the bullish mode now, and I just took a buy. Stop loss would be right below here. 35. Yeah, let's see now how that goes actually. By the way, yesterday I had put like $1,000 on this account. Yes, it is an impulse entry, uh, brother. It was an impulse entry because we are in the pre-London, and yesterday I had booked some profits, so I can risk some. I can risk somewhere around $500 on this trade. I can risk around like, yeah, $500 on this trade for 500, 600. Let's take like the 1 to 1 risk to reward. Yes, exactly like this. Now this is an impulse entry, and you know, I'm in the position to take the risk because yesterday I made like $1,000, 10% of this account in just a single trade, which is right here, this one. Yeah, this one on March 30th. This time I took some, buy on gold, which was very good for me. Now let's see how the current trade goes on, and if that goes well, then I'm gonna keep it. Now it's breaking the low of this on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna manage the risk and close half of my position on the partials. 0.25. I'm gonna close it. Alright, I just managed the risk now. Before I was, before that I was risking like $600, $500, and now I'm just risking 248. Let's see if we can. If it hits my stop loss, it's gonna be first ever stop loss. First stop loss we have ever started the stream. Yes, we have smashed first stop loss now. Now the crazy part is it's good, we can give our trade a second chance, which is like for the shorts. Now the shorts, the probability is that we were closing like pretty much low bullish confirmation on the 15-minute time frame. All right, and we are closed without any wick, a bullish candle. This also called the low probability candle, and we might fix this range after closing below the level of this 15-minute, and then we can continue after breaking below this, and then definitely we can go for a short, at least a 300 pips here. 300 pips here. So let's see and wait. Let's wait and see, and if we close below this, and I'm definitely gonna hit a breakout trade. So the impulse entry doesn't went well. We had a clean range on the 30-minute, on 1 hour. It just rejected downside. It's just rejected. So on 1 hour time frame, it shows like more probability for price to continue pushing down, because we are have to correct this move. Let's see if that current 15-minute candle closes below this level. So we are on for the shorts. Yes, sir. It was a risky trade. I explained it before taking it. It was a risky trade because the low probability bullish candles were there, right? So it's okay. We had this rejection. I had this rejection in the mind. All right. So on 30-minute, it's shown that we could have a 10% of the probability out of 100. So definitely that was a risky trade. On 15-minute time frame, now we are just waiting for a break below this, or we break above this rejection. Now the confirmation have been done that this level is some sort of a resistance that price is very hard to break. Now we are in this no trade zone, and this is called no trade range. Trace here in this zone. Change the color. Because I already lost one trade, because now this is a very good trade. See, the 1 hour impulse is a very good trade. Because I lost one trade, I cannot risk more until I see any confirmations, right? The 1 hour looks great, but the problem is I have, risked one trade, and the other problem is we have this rejection somewhere. See, the price is rejecting this level. So after this rejection, things gets crazy, which is like on the 15-minute time frame. This is what I'm waiting for until we break below this level, and we have just 1 minute left to for this candle to close, and it's closing above, I think. So the probabilities are low, so this is why not to enter into the 1 hour time frames. I hadn't entered because we had a very good chance for almost like 90 90 pips something, but we couldn't take this trade because we already hit it one stop loss. We hit it one stop loss already, and now we need a confirmation. And there's 1 minute left for, yeah, we closed below this trade, this level. Just wait for it now. Now if this candle closes, breaks the low of this, the previous 15-minute candle, is going to be a very good trade. Let me set this up. I'm going to reduce my risk, cut my stop loss, I mean my lot size. Now just wait for this 15-minute candle to break below this area 4547, so we can take the shots. So on 30-minute as well, if the current 30-minute breaks its own low, then it's gonna be a very good trade, I guess. But we have this issue, is this one only, because see, the rejection on this level, the rejection on this level is brutal. So it might be a fake out on the 15-minute, or we could get a very good trade. Let's check it out. And just waiting for the current 15-minute candle to reject, and then we get it. What is going on the news side on Forex Factory? Ah, damn. X factory. Let's check out the news. Let's take a look at the news, how that is going, while I'm just waiting for on the 15-minute time frame to 15-minute candle to reject all the way down so we can have some profits. We don't have any good news on Tuesday, only the Charles job opening, so this won't affect that much. So yesterday was like a Powell speak, didn't affect it that much, already manipulated that sequence of the buyers and the sellers, but for now the members speak of Globy speaks and the Shirim speaks, that is a shitty speak, nothing else. Usually, usually when I see something like this, the setups like this one, so I find basically no trades on that. The reason is like it always often gets to be a fake out, right? So a fake out means that still the volume from the opposite direction of that breakout is still valid. It means the bullish one in this case, in this scenario. So there's a probability we can reach this level up here. Now this candle might continue pushing up itself, and yeah man, I don't know. I mean, whenever a candle closes no wick from the bottom or upside, the next candle or in the future candles used to make like that wick, fill that needs of wick, and then keep pushing up at that direction of the same candle closed with the no wick at the bottom or the top, because 4 hours looks bullish. It's pretty much bullish. Let's anticipate this trade. If we close above now at this level 4570, then a very high probability for bullish candle to continue pushing up. uh, 150 pips. Stop loss below there, 30, 40 pips, 50 pips. We keep pushing up at 150, 60 pips, or eventually keep pushing up at this level, 300 pips. Now let's see how that goes on 30 minutes. It's still risky to take buys for now. If we don't find any trade in the next 6 minutes, so I'm gonna end this stream here. The analysis are in front of you guys that we are anticipating the buys above this level, the 4570 something, and anticipating sells below 4550. So we are bearish below that and bullish above that level, you know. So I give you guys these levels, and in next 5 minutes, if that candle doesn't show anything on 15 minutes, so we're gonna end the stream. Rejection is so bad. And as I said, it's a fake out and an invalid short trade, so we were anticipating. So basically we gotta wait for a fake out to happen, and the next candle, if that continues breaking the high of these uh, you know high of these candles, so it might be another impulse entry. We might give another chance for the trade, for the buy trade, but the problem is we have already created a huge fake downside and a rejection, which is not great. But on 4 hour, which gives us the confidence that it's gonna be a big fill. How do we have more? It's gonna be a big fill on the 4 hour, and on 1 hour, which is also like likely to be a bullish one. 30 minute shows accuracy that to that level of 4551, and that might be a probability for the volume to push the price more upside, and we might see very good trade. But the only problem is the stop loss is so big. The stop loss is 250 pips, and we cannot take this trade just to anticipate it. But on the 15-minute time frame, there is a probability for if we fake out this in next 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and then definitely it's gonna be the next candle might break the high of the previous candle and then continue pushing up till here, 160 pips. Stop loss would be 60 pips. It's gonna be 1 to 2 risk to reward, and hopefully we find a good trade and recover the current stop loss. What I think is, if the fake out, if we close like a fake out, and then you should avoid taking a trade. If this current 30-minute candle closes bearish like this, then it's going to be more risky until the next 30-minute candle, breaks the high of the this candle, and you can put the stop loss below the next 30-minute candle low, and take profit will be here. Just right now we have just 2 minutes left for the current 30-minute candle to close. I'm gonna wait for the next candle to behave. Let's see how that behaves, and we'll anticipate or take the trade. Otherwise we'll call it a day. We have one stop loss hit it today, so not gonna push more further. So it's better to keep yourself calm, basically. Alright, so we have just 1 minute left for current 30-minute candle to close, and 15 minutes. Let's see if that gives us a fake out, then a very high probability for another impulse entry, give the trade another chance for the buyers and continuing pushing up until here. We'll see. On the base of the probability, let's take a I don't know. Let's wait for the another candle to open. We not gonna take the risk because already we have hit it one stop loss, so not gonna be a risk taking on this. Now we could have taken a buy from here. As this candle closes, we would have took a buy and put our take profit here, put our stop loss somewhere around here. It might have been like 100 pips stop loss and the 260 pips take profit. But the reason is I didn't take this trade on the fake out, so it is very important to wait for the 30-minute, because as I said, it's closed like bearish. Now only confirmation will be for the bias is only this candle. If this candle continues after making a big downside and after breaking the high of the previous 30-minute candle, and then we can continue pushing up until here, 4600. Yeah. Let's wait for it. If it does break the high, then I'm gonna take a trade. Let's see how that goes. Now if the current 30-minute candle breaks its own low, then I'm out of this stream and we'll call it a day and will not take any trade for now, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. All right. Now you guys might understand why I was saying, like, try to open a trade after this. We are breaking the high of the previous 30-minute candle. This is my last trade on the stream for today, and let's see if we can get to recover our today's loss. I'm looking for 100 pips only. You see that volume is now coming from the London session open. It's gonna be a 1-to-1 risk to reward. Now if this current 30-minute candle comes back to my entry point, then I'm gonna close the full position here. As of now, we are 60 pip up. I'm gonna close some partials. For let's say the 90%. So we're gonna be using 90% close of this trade. We can secure. Amazing. So we are in profit now. Easy. I mean, yeah, our stop loss is just now for 118 bips, and our take profit is still going on. We are taking 1-to-1 risk to reward, and once we have hit the stop loss, the other trade hit the take profit. We closed the partials. We managed to recover the loss. All right, we managed to recover the loss. In here, you guys can see we had two losses. These two were just one trade but closed partial, so this is why definitely show it like the two trades, but it's not two, it's just one a trade. And we closed partials around $400. We recovered it $400. Right now we are on the profit of $70, and I think I'm gonna hold it until the profit. My risk is been just reduced. I managed my risk. I give my trade another chance for buys, and it worked out. I closed my partials, so I can be a risk-free in this trade. So basically, this situation was like a win-win. In a very good win-win situation right now. Amazing. This is how you just manage your risk. If you manage your risk, if you manage your money right, even though your stop loss is big, doesn't matter. Your take profit is gonna cover it. Even though if you hit your stop loss, no problem. In the next trade, if you give it another chance, then definitely it's gonna be working out for you. And the second thing is, you have to be patient enough to wait for a setup like this. We had a impulse sell. We didn't take it. Why? Because the 1 hour rejection was there. All right, the 1 hour rejection was there, and there was a low probability for price to continue pushing bearish because we had a very good bullish move from this, and we had this problem. Now this is not just a rejection, but it was a very good rejection from the left hand side information on data. And the gold have you know psychology. If once your high is made like this one, it's gonna be retesting it. The gold is gonna be retesting it again for sure. So this is for this concept. We waited for the price to break above this, and we had a clean traffic from left hand side and continue pushing up, and we're gonna head toward take profit. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna close my trade in this just here. So let's see on let's see if we can hit our take profit. Now we are up very profit. Okay, so let's see. We have 5 minutes left for this 15-minute candle to close. If that closes like that, the probability will be high for me to hold this trade until this rejection area. Right. Okay, it's just rejected all the way down, so I can manage my risk again. Now if the current candle comes back to my entry point, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close half of my position again. You see here. I'm gonna manage to close half of my position again on the partials. 0.05. 0.5. Yeah, so if the current candle comes back to my entry point, another half percentage of my trade, so I'm gonna reduce my risk from 118 to $59. It's pushing up, so like a good buy, I'm gonna let it be. Right, so 2 minutes left for current 5-minute candle. Still waiting on it. Still waiting on it. We have just 1 minute left for next 15 minutes to close, and it just closed. Let's see. Next 3 minutes if we can't hit the take profit. I think it's gonna be hitting a take profit though. Let's see. Alright guys, so I'm about to close this trade because yeah, we are breaking the high of the previous 15-minute candle, which is very high probability for price to continue pushing up, because now we have like this rejection area. Now it might, like, just reject and come back down, so it's better to secure. I'm gonna secure it right here, and I just secured the trade I wanted to. So that was a good trade. Okay, that was a good trade. If anyone of from the chat have took this trade, congratulations. We had just one manipulation, which was good. We just recovered it with this one trade. Now it can still continue pushing up, because I'm ending this live stream, because I don't want to just keep it open after ending this stream. So that's it. I just closed it. Have a good one and take care of yourself, and we'll see you guys tomorrow at the same time, free London. Have a good one.